All right, welcome to Neural News Hub. Let's get right to it. Your global intelligence briefing starts now.
So, if you look outside tonight, you might just see a blood moon, a total lunar eclipse. Pretty incredible, right? But while we're all looking up, the world down here is being completely reshaped, and it's happening at the speed of light. We have to talk about the seismic events of the last 72 hours. Let's dive in.
Okay, first up, this story kicks off with an explosion. And I mean an explosion that has sent shockwaves across the entire Middle East. This has fundamentally altered the balance of power, no exaggeration.
So, here are the raw facts. On February 28th, a coordinated series of U.S.-Israeli airstrikes hit the absolute top of Iran's leadership. Their target? The supreme leader himself, Ali Khamenei. Now, his death was officially confirmed on March 1st. And just like that, the entire nation is thrown into a massive leadership crisis. Look, a decapitation strike of this magnitude, this was thought to be, basically impossible. So the big question is, what changed? How did this happen?
Well, the answer isn't about bigger bombs or more powerful missiles. It's about something else entirely: faster decisions. We are talking about a totally revolutionary shift in how war is fought, and it's all being driven by artificial intelligence.
And this brings us to this absolutely critical concept: decision compression. You gotta understand this. For decades, warfare has been all about who can run through their OODA loop the fastest. That's observe, orient, decide, and act. It's the basic rhythm of any conflict. Well, AI is now taking that loop, which used to take days, maybe hours, and compressing it. We're talking down to mere seconds. This isn't just a small step forward. It's a complete, game-changing paradigm shift.
And just to put this into perspective for you, look at the sheer scale of this change. A team of highly trained human analysts, right? They might find maybe 50 high-value targets in an entire year. Now compare that to an AI system, one reportedly called the Gospel. It can generate over 100 targets in a single day. You see the difference? It creates a speed and operational tempo that a traditional military just can't possibly keep up with. So the key takeaway here is this: the strikes on Iran worked not just because they were precise, but because they were overwhelmingly impossibly fast, all thanks to AI.
So, with this new reality of high-speed, AI-driven conflict, you can imagine the kind of instability it's creating around the world. It's unprecedented. And what's the response? Well, nations are scrambling to forge new economic alliances. And this isn't just about profit anymore. This is about survival. They're literally trying to build firewalls against the chaos.
And it's fascinating because while one part of the world is literally on fire, another is building. Take the EU-India Free Trade Agreement. It was finalized back in January, and now it's acting like a strategic anchor in this global storm. And make no mistake, this is way more than just a trade deal. We're talking about the creation of an economic bloc of 2 billion people. That's a quarter of the entire global economy. It is a very deliberate hedge, a move to diversify supply chains, to get away from relying too much on China, and to protect against unpredictable moves from the US. It's all about building resilience in a world that, let's face it, desperately needs it.
But here's where it all gets really interesting. The very same AI technology that made those strikes in Iran possible, it's now at the very center of an ideological civil war, right back in Silicon Valley. It really comes down to this: whoever controls the code controls the future of war.
And yeah, this brings us completely full circle. The tech that makes decision compression possible is literally tearing its creators apart. You've got Anthropic, one of the top AI labs, right? They just walked away from huge Department of Defense contracts. Why? Because they refuse to let their tech be used for mass surveillance or, and this is key, fully autonomous weapons. So what happens? Within hours, their biggest rival, OpenAI, swoops in and grabs those contracts, promising they'll uphold safety while still giving the Pentagon what it wants. This is not just a business squabble, you guys. This is a fundamental battle over the ethics of what's being called sovereign AI. That's powerful AI controlled by a nation for its own interests. The debate used to be theoretical, something for the academics. Well, now it's being settled on the battlefield and in corporate boardrooms.
These events are a stark preview of our new reality. If you want to keep up with the forces reshaping our world, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more updates like this. We'll see you next time.